What up? Yeah, get set up here real quick. Mm. My people, what up? Hopefully you went and got your drink. You went and got your, you know what I mean? I'm just getting set up here, making sure everything is everything. What up, my people? We ready? What up, Dub? Neil? Neil say about time. I feel you, bro. I feel you, my guy. Almost had a heart attack during that game. Yeah, what's up, Bobby? Mr. Everything Bucs. Hooligan, what up? Carlos, Hooligan. Winning in spite of coaching. What up, Drew? Manny, what up? What's good, Ryan? Miguel? Z Chaos? John, what up? Edwin? All y'all. Gerard, all y'all, man. Sandoval, I see you. Marlo, what up? I know it's kind of off. It's kind of off schedule for me. It's off time for me. It's crazy. It's late. But we here. We are here. Like on the way in. You know what I'm saying? Say what's up. So give me y'all thoughts on the game, man. Put it in the chat. We're gonna talk about it. First of all, I'll say this. I just knew this game was done. I said, baby, these boys ain't come to play today. These boys ain't come to play. This ain't it. This ain't it. I said, no, this ain't the energy. This ain't the spirit. This ain't the move. These boys ain't come here to do nothing today. They came here to sit around and waste my Monday night. There was a point in time when I turned it off. I turned it off. Then I turned it back on. I had to calm down. I said, what is it doing? We are all waiting on y'all to click. And every time we think y'all got it, you don't got it. You are, to quote a famous coach, you are who we think you are. You are who we thought you were. You're mediocre. You're mediocre. However, the Bucs from time to time will possess a killer instinct where they refuse to be denied. Now, I wish they came into the game with that same fire and that same thunder. They came into the game saying, we will not be denied today. Because that's how the Seahawks played us. That's how everybody plays. They're not going to be denied. We have to show that we will not be denied also. Still number one in the division, which is a damn shame. to be 6-6 and still be number one in the division, that is a damn shame. But we got the dub. We got the dub because our playmakers finally decided to wake up with 5 minutes left. First of all, all rise. Homie court is now in session. First defendant, Donovan, I'ma grab you, Smith. Highway 76, boy, you trash. Now, last video, some of the hooligans said Donovan Smith got to go. Highway 76 got to go. And I said, no. Relax. He's top rated out of left tackles in NFL. I said that. And I wasn't lying. However, boy, you can mess up a wet dream. You can. You can mess up a wet dream. I don't understand why you have such a hard time beating your man. You have the most holding penalties out of anybody in the NFL, bro. And I'm not talking about this year. I'm talking about combination of years. You got the most holding penalties. And they still paying you. You have lost us field position. You have lost us downs. You have lost us scoring opportunities. You have lost us games. You are guilty, sir. Thievery, buffoonery, and tomfoolery, sir. I got to bang the gavel on you. You got to go. After this season, he got to go, period. I don't care. If he good, not good, top 10, I don't care. He got to go because he is costing games. You are Jameis Winston-esque. You're Jameis Winston-esque. No. We're not doing that. Because going forward, as you get older, as your technique becomes a little more sloppy, you're just going to get worse. You're not going to get better. You don't just get better as an offensive lineman and you got this long in the game. You just get worse. See Donald Penn. You just get worse. They call him back first downs for you. Are you being paid by someone else? Are you being paid by someone else? Are you betting behind the scenes? You gotta be. You gotta be. In the worst time in the games, you choose to hold. You don't hold on first down, ball on the 45, ball on the 50, first down, almost in field goal range, and you catch a hold. You're going to catch a hold on 3rd and 4, red zone, touchdown pass. He's like, oh yeah, it's game time. It's crunch time. I need to hold my man. Donovan Smith, do you watch film? Do you see half the time the play is already past you? Half the time the play is already, the ball is gone. Brady has already stepped up in the pocket. You're holding the loop around. He's looping around, you holding him. I get you. You don't want to let Brady get hit. I get it. Well, then you need to step your skills up. You just look crazy. You too big for that, man. And look, I know you go against elite pass rushers every day, all day, but there's a reason why they for sure line up on your side. Oh no. They don't switch, they don't rotate, they don't move to the other side and get some burn on their side so they can rush from a different side. They don't do that. They get on your side and they stay. Highway 76 is time to close. When the heat is on and the pressure's up, sir, you turn into a rookie. Tristan Wirfs got on this team and barely let anybody through. Barely let anybody through. You routinely let people through. You're guilty, sir. You're guilty. You stealing game checks. Next defender. Byron Leftwich. I do not care if we won. Your ass got to go. No. We ain't doing this. We are not doing this. We're not doing this. We can't take it, bro. We can't take it. I'm telling you, there is Bucs fans right now that can play Madden and put together a Byron Leftwich offense on Madden. Guaranteed. You are a multi-million-dollar offensive coordinator for a franchise that became a franchise in 1976 that bounced back for being the worst team in all of sports to win 2 unlikely Super Bowls, to playing for the Buccaneers because you was a Buccaneer quarterback, to coaching the greatest of all time with unbelievable decision making. Skill starting to dwindle a little bit, but unbelievable ball security. Just a football genius. That's why he's a GOAT. I mean, you got a story like no other. And I can run your offense on Madden. I can set up a playbook. I don't even need to use it. The Tampa Bay playbook on Madden is more complicated than your offense. I've seen streamers on YouTube run offense more complicated than you are. We're not doing it. And I think that's the best you're going to get. I don't think you're going to get much better than what you are now. You got to be around an offensive-minded coach. You have to be around an offensive-minded coach because you need help. You need assistance. You're the offensive coordinator, but you need to be the assistant offensive coordinator. They need to ask you every now and then what you think. Not every play. They need to ask you every now and then what you think. You one of them type coaches. You one of them ask me what I think every now and then type coaches. You're guilty, sir. Game check stealing. Buffoonery. Tomfoolery. After this season, I'm done with you. There's a lot of coaches out there with talent. There's a lot of coaches out there with talent waiting in the wing, waiting on their opportunity, and you blowing it. You blowing it. Byron Leftwich, you got to go. You're blowing it. And I don't want to make this a race thing. But the truth of the matter is, there's not a lot of opportunities out there. Especially not with an elite quarterback. And they gave it to you. They let you do it. Shout out to the Bucs, but you're blowing it. You blowing it because your offense is not complex enough. You blowing it because you don't understand down and distance. You blowing it because you don't understand game situations. You don't understand how to manipulate the defense the way you need to do it. Your quarterback looks at you puzzled at why you call some of the stuff you call. Look at it. Look at the tape. He looks at you puzzled by some of the stuff you call. We gonna get to the rest of the game, but I gotta hold homie court first. The next defender, homie court. Todd Bowles. Yep, done with you. Done with you. Your personality ain't strong enough. You don't seem locked in like you need to be. They supposed to fear you. Teams should fear you. When Sean Payton is on the other side of that field, there's fear there. There's fear there because you don't know what he gonna draw up. You don't know what he gonna draw up. 3rd down and 6. Man, you don't know what he gonna come up with. You don't know. So you sit there watching the game and you like, oh man, that was a perfect call. Damn, they got the 1st down. Then they call something else. You're like, man, that was the perfect call again. Red zone, they need a touchdown. It's about to be 4th down, and they call something that you would never even dream of. And you go, wow, how did they find that hole? You don't even feel like you're watching the same game because you feel like Sean Payton is playing the game inside the game. We don't get that feel with you, Todd Bowles. We feel like you ain't even watching the game. We don't feel like you even watching the game. Do you know what's going on? Shout out to the cheerleaders, but you look like a cheerleader standing there just watching the game. You look like they might as well give you the down marker. They might as well put you on a chain gang. Give Todd Bowles a down. Don't he look like he's standing there holding a down marker? Oh, you ain't subscribed yet? You ain't hit the like button? Y'all crazy. Todd Bowles should be in possession of the down marker. Todd Bowles should be in possession of the cameras and the sound system, because that's what he looked like he doing. He don't even look like he enjoy being out there. I want to see you cuss the ref out. I want to feel like my coach will slap a ref. No, I'm just playing. I don't want to cause for no violence. Don't shut my channel down. I'm sorry, YouTube. But you see where I'm trying to take it. Thievery, buffoonery, and tomfoolery. You're guilty, sir. The next defendant. Carlton Davis. What? What Carlton Davis? Yes, CD3, yes. You're getting soft. You're getting soft, sir. And I met you before. You're a cool dude. You're a cool dude. You're a cool dude. I'll give you that. You're a cool guy. But you're getting soft. I used to think CD3 had some dog in him, had some fight in him. But I've been seeing a lot of tiptoeing around these tackles. Oh, you tiptoe tackling? CD3, why are you tiptoe tackling? You cha-cha sliding to the tackle. I'm telling y'all everything that's wrong. Where's your fight? Where's your dog? I'm not saying you're not skilled. I never mentioned that. I'm talking about your technique and your fundamentals is starting to slack, sir. That's the problem. You're not stealing whole game checks, but you're definitely stealing the percentage. I need that dog to come back. I need to feel it. Bucs fans need to feel it. Yes, we have a very skilled defense. They do play very well together, but it's just they don't play well together on every single down, and that's what we had last year and the year before last. Once they got it figured out, is they play every down together. There was videos out there on Twitter with our linebackers after the ball is snapped, and their movement was mirroring each other. That's how in sync they were. They drop backs, the shades, the dropping down into the box. It was all mirroring each other. It was like they was one person. The defense moved like one big person. You had Vita Vea and you had a Ndamukong Suh making that Vea Suh soup. They was moving as one, which was in connection with what the linebackers was doing, which was also in connection to what the damn safeties was doing. It was all one big person. That's why you had a hard time beating us. Our defense, because our defense moved as one. They don't do that no more. Levante David kind of always there. Devin White take a game off here and there. Jamel Dean with all his speed was getting beat. Is he hurt? Carlton Davis tiptoe tackling, cha-cha sliding to the tackle, bouncing and rubbing off of people. That's not it. Winfield Jr. was hurt. Neal came in and put in some work, though. He laying boom. He laying the boomstick. So shout out to him. But Carlton Davis, you got to step it back up. You got to step it back up. That's it for homie court today. Now, let's get back to the game. For 3.75 quarters, we did absolutely nothing. Saints fans, I know how that feels. Saints fans, I know how it feels when you let a team hang in there, but y'all didn't even let us hang in there. Y'all had the game. But you know what the problem is, though, Saints fans? Y'all ain't got a closer. I'm going to tell you what you should have did. You should have put in Jameis Winston. And he's trash. Don't get me wrong. He's garbo. But I'm telling you, Jameis Winston would have closed that particular game out. Thank you for not putting him in. Come hell or high water, Jameis would have put that game out. And I don't like Jameis. And he would have put that game away. He would have risked his whole life to get them first downs. He would have risked his whole life. Y'all went with the Red Rocket or whatever they call him. Mixed in some Taysom Hill. Yeah. I'm not saying y'all gave the game away. What I'm saying is you lack a closer on offense. And our defense turned up on you. Mark Ingram, I know you pulled your hamstring, buddy, but they mad at you today. They mad at you today, Mark Ingram. They are upset about you today, Mark Ingram. You could have failed for a yard. Closed it out. But that didn't happen. You got swept. Oh, y'all not hitting the like button? Y'all crazy. You got swept, Saints. Now, it wasn't too much fighting going on. It wasn't all a rah-rah like it usually be. Because we were both playing pretty bad. But you knew what type of time we was on? When that truck stick got activated. That let you know what type of time we was on. When the truck stick got activated. Boom, drop the ball. Yep, we here. What Deion say? I'm coming. Shout out Deion Sanders. Yo, side note, Colorado, y'all seen the video with Deion Sanders when he made his first press conference to Colorado? Them boys look terrified. Deion said, I'm coming. This is a Bucs channel. We'll get back to it. Anyway, shout out to our defense for putting it together at the end of the game. Shout out to them. You got to show them love. Shout out to Rachaad White. Boy, you were a perfect pick. We got our running back of the future. Leonard Fournette, you just got to deal with it. Stop with the pouting. You had your time to shine, bro. You playoff Lenny. You Lenny Fournette. 4 tutties. That's you. You got a Super Bowl ring, buddy. It's not your time now. It's not your time. It's Rachaad White time, baby. You can play the backup role. You're gonna get you some burn because you definitely helped us out to win that game. We're gonna definitely give you your love and we're gonna give you your flowers, but you just gotta chill. I know you want to be the star. I didn't take you to homie court today because you ain't causing no disturbance. I see you pouting though. Let's pick your chin up. Mike Evans, I still need more from you. It seemed like these scrubs are shutting you down. These no names are shutting you down. But when it's needed, you get in there and you get us a little something. But I need you to be there all the time. See, what I would like to say is in critical moments, our stars got the ball in their hands. But for some reason, in critical moments, Brady got a hard time getting to you. And it ain't all your fault. But I just need more from you. Get open. Fight. This year, you have made a concerted effort to stop fighting defenders off of you. Last year and previous years, I can definitely count on you to catch an offensive pass interference, to get into a little scuffle because of your hand fighting, and even be accused of a little push-off here and there. You play real quiet games, sir. You play some real pedestrian games, sir. That's not what we want. We want you to get back to having that fire. I know you're trying to clean that up. You're trying to clean your game up, but I need you to get back to it. Catch an offensive pass interference here and there. Start a little riffraff. Do a little push off here and there. Show that defender that you come in. That's all I'm saying. That's all we saying. We're going to get back to the game. Let me see what everybody's saying. I ain't going to go too much. Where we at? Trash ain't it. No. Trash ain't it. We're going to talk about it. I'll talk about it today. Since it's one of them late night joints and we ain't late, but you know, since it's not the time I would normally go on and y'all pulled up on your boy, I'll talk about that a little bit tonight. We'll get into it. Where we at? Yeah, y'all hit the like, man. Hit the like. We need to get Tampa 2 to hit 2K before the season ends. Y'all know what time it is. I'm underrated. I'm so underrated. And it's a shame. But I don't say things like share the video, subscribe, and I don't say all that. Because I know the hooligan's going to be here no matter what. Now, well, the last TD Wells. Oh, shout out to Wells. Josh Wells. You might, hey. All right. Wells, I see you. I ain't ready to give you no flowers yet. You got to do a little bit more to earn flowers from Tampa too. But I see you. Shout out to the hooligan. All right. Keanu O'Neal had to play the game. I give you that. It's in the argument. It's in the argument. It's in the argument. Run game was there last night, but Byron and Leftwich wanted to chuck the ball 54 times. See what Josh said? The run game was there. Why don't you trust the run game? You brought in Rachaad White. Why don't you trust it? You know, running backs need to get in the rhythm. I love the way Rachaad White run, man. He patient. He got good field vision. He ain't easy to bring down. He got speed, mobility. He's agile. He hungry. He young. Got great gray hands. Shifty, excuse me. I just like the kid, man. I like the kid. Whoever our quarterback of the future is, you're gonna have fun. See, the thing about it is when a quarterback want to come to Tampa Bay, you gotta the quarterback's best friend is a great run game. And we can have that. Because we already got the running back. We got to put the offensive line there, but we got the running back. And you want to have what quarterback don't want to come to a team once we put the line together that's got the weapons that we got with an upstart running back, and Chris Godwin is balling out of his damn mind. Chris Godwin is balling out of his damn mind. He is the number one receiver on this team. He is the number one receiver in the NFC South. Shall I say it again? Who's the number one receiver in the NFC South? I'm sorry, that's Chris Godwin. What kind of question is that? It's Chris the God. You can't stop him. You can't stop. You can shut Mike Evans down, but you can't stop Chris the God. Shout out to Julio. What I said at the beginning of the season. Bucs fans, don't worry about Julio. You don't need to stay up at night worrying about Julio. You know who needs to stay up at night worrying about Julio? The defensive coordinators. I told you I didn't need Julio to be superstar Julio like he was 10 years ago on every play deep. I don't need that. I need you in clutch situations. I need you there for the clutch, Julio. And boy, did you come through. Now, I wish you would do that more often. But, man, that catch you did, bit back, grabbed the ball, came to the ground. I said, oh, Julio's the only one that could have made that. Well, him and Chris Godwin. You put Mike Evans on that route, he don't even jump. You put Mike Evans on that route, he don't even jump. I'm not a Mike Evans hater. I love Mike Evans. I got a Mike Evans jersey. But I'm telling you, Mike Evans don't even jump on that ball because it wasn't thrown perfect. Mike Evans did lay out for one of them, though. I give him that. Shout out to Julio Jones, man. Shout out to Scotty Miller. You know why? You ain't did nothing spectacular, but you know why, Scotty Miller? Because you are a crash test dummy. Not dummy as in not smart. But you don't care about your health and your body at all. You don't care. And see, in some crews, if you where I'm from, some crews, some cliques, gotta have a crash test dummy. If you got a crew, clique, squad, and ain't nobody in your squad is willing to crash for the group, then you ain't your squad ain't configured right. That's just a little advice for you. If they gang and you ain't got somebody that's going to crash for you, then your squad ain't put together right. Like, I'm giving y'all $1 million worth of game. What I'm turning this channel into, I got to stop. Anyway, back to the game. Shout out to the wide receivers. Shout out to the running backs. Did what you could do. Defensive line. I like what you did. I like your play, but I feel like you just need to be a little bit more consistent with that run game, that run defense, man. I sometimes there's holes there, and I'm like, how are these holes so big, man? How are these holes so big? And then sometimes they run it right up the middle. I don't get it. Last year, we was the number one run defense in the NFL, and this year we near the bottom. We like 18th, and that's the bottom to me. Stop letting people run on you, man. Make them pass it. Stop letting people run on you. Corners, you're a bit slow. Our wide receivers already slow. Corners, you're a bit slow, which is kind of crazy. We got to get a burner on in that cornerback, in that DB room. We got to get a burner. We got to get somebody there. Even if they mess up, they'll catch up to the play. I just feel like at any moment a fast receiver gashes. Chris Olave, I like him. That's probably the number 2 wide receiver in the NFC South. We ain't got no corner that can stick with that boy, man. None. You know what? He caught the ball when he wanted to. He had a costly drop, 2 of them. But that's because he didn't catch the ball. He had a touchdown that he dropped. That's because he didn't catch the ball. It was nothing we did. He cleaned that up. That boy gonna be dangerous. That's a good pick. So we need quicker corners. We got good skilled corners. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying we need quicker corners. I see why y'all brought in Keanu O'Neal, because we need a hard-hitting safety after we lost our other one, Jordan Whitehead. We needed somebody to lay a boom. Somebody to lay that wood. And boy, I never seen it like that. Well, I won't say never, but in a long time, I ain't seen somebody lay wood like that. You get flowers for that. Even though you got beat a couple times over the time, but we ain't gonna talk about it. But you get flowers for laying the stick. They didn't want no additional smoke out there after that. After that hit, they didn't want no additional smoke. They wanted to play the rest of the game smoke-free. Why you think Mark Ingram ran out of bounds? Why you think that? Because he had a sense. He said, these guys are not playing with me. They ain't playing with us. They hungry, and they coming after it, and they laying wood out here. And you think I'm going to take a hit for a first down? No. Y'all better play defense. That hit and hits before that led to Mark Ingram wanting zero smoke and costing his team potentially the game. That's what a well-timed, well-placed laying of the wood will cause. It'll cause the running back to run out a yard shy of the first down. He wanted to be smokeless. I don't know. I'm just letting you know what it was. It was one of these games where I felt like disappointed in the fact that we was on Monday Night Football. I felt like with that performance, we should have hid amongst the 1 o'clock games. Because I had everybody watching this game. Everybody, all my people was watching this game. And I said, yeah, we about to do it to these Saints. I don't care what happened last week. I don't care what happened last game. We about to do it to the Saints this game right here. It's about to be home. Because I felt like the Saints was going to turn up, and which is going to cause us to turn up, and it was going to be another one of them scrappy, chippy games. And it was just lackluster. Someone say, Saints, y'all won that game, but you lost it. Oh, we've been in that position too. See last week. Against the Cleveland Browns, we did the same thing. We went up, looked like we had the game locked up, and they did what they did. They wanted it more, and we wanted this more. We're not finna play with no division opponent. No. We might can't beat nobody else, but we're not finna play with y'all. Carolina, Atlanta. What Deion say? I'm coming. We hitting like that. Keanu Neal, we hitting like that for the rest of the season. Just know that. Especially if you're a division opponent. We coming all season. We hitting like that. Shout out to Cade Cotton, and Cole Keith. I like what we doing at tight end. I like it. Where you think Cade Cotton gonna be in about 2 years? I ain't calling him no baby Gronk. I'm not calling him that. But I'm saying we got us one. You know, they got your Travis Kelce's of the world, and they got your this one and your that ones of the world, but we got Cade Cotton. Next year, when you draft fantasy, you better pick him up. Brady. You, sir, falling off. Yeah, you brought us back last 4 minutes. I got it. But for the whole rest of the game, you falling off. Brady, I'm not saying you're cooked and you're done. I'm not saying you're washed. You're a little washed, but you're falling off. This is what everybody been waiting on. It's this. This play, any indication that you're starting to falter a little bit. You're throwing high, you're skipping balls on the ground, you're seeing phantom rush, phantom ghosts. All the things that's not typical of Brady. We're starting to see a slight decline. Someone say a big decline, someone say a slight decline. Tampa 2 says it's a slight decline. Can you still play? Of course. Can you play for us for another year? Of course. Could you play for another team? Of course. The lane just opened for you to go to San Francisco. And I know you wanted to go to San Francisco. The lane just opened. Jimmy G broke his foot. The other kid is out, Trey Lance, and he trash anyway. Now they on a Mr. Irrelevant, third-string quarterback. We'll see you. We'll see you. The lane is now open for you to go over there. Because I think the Bucs ready to turn the page. I think the Bucs fans ready to turn the page. Not because you're not trash. You're not washed up. But at some point, we got to get younger, hungrier. At some point, we got to see what the future brings. And now that I see you play the way you've been playing the last couple of weeks, Brady, go ahead. Maybe you go back to the Patriots. That'd be a great way to end your story. Maybe you do your farewell tour next year, 1 year sign with the Patriots and close it out. Maybe you win another Super Bowl. Who knows? But I'm going to tell you something. The AFC ain't nothing to play with. The Bills ain't nothing to play with twice a year. The Dolphins ain't nothing to play with twice a year. You might want to sit your ass in the NFC, particularly the NFC South. You might want to sit your ass in the NFC South. Because by the way you playing right now, them Jets will get you. Them Dolphins will get you. And them Bills will get you. The Steelers will get you. They got you. I think the best thing going right now is for you to stay right in the NFC South, right here with the Buccaneers, if you're going to play another year. But I think the Bucs fans are ready to turn the page. So we'll see. But Brady, your play was subpar, except for that last 2 drives. Now let's talk about the last 2 drives. Oh my God. Crazy last 2 drives. Vintage Brady, vintage Bucs. Spectacular. But here's why we got to kind of tamper down with that. If you up 16-3, what defense are you going to play? Your base zone coverage. Why? You're not going to play man and get beat. Somebody get beat one-on-one and the shit to the house. You're not going to do that. You're going to play a soft zone. Brady knows that. Byron Leftwich knows that. Oh, we got a whole playbook if y'all not being aggressive. We got 2 whole sheets if y'all not going to be aggressive. If you're not going to be aggressive and you're going to give Tom Brady a little bit of time, and you're going to back your corners up, back your safety up, back your linebackers off, put some cool water on them and calm them, cool them off a little bit. If you're going to do that, Brady going to carve you up. You know that. Dennis Allen, you didn't know that. Now, see, there's teams out there, they say, no, we can't let up. We cannot let up. See, the problem is, Saints, y'all wanted it too bad. You wanted it so bad that you got conservative. See, when y'all started the game, you wanted it. You was not going to be denied when you started the game. But when you got to the end of the game, you said, we don't want to lose. We can't lose. Now we're not going to lose. We're going to dominate, but you went into we can't lose mode. We can't let this happen to us. We can't let them sweep us. We got to win. Not having fight because you just know you're going to dominate, but having a fight to not lose. Because you didn't want to go home being swept. So you backed up a little bit. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. You backed up a little bit. Thank you. We appreciate it. You said just tackle them and keep it in front of you. But we already knew what kind of time we had. Why? Because Brady can think inside the game, the meta game, the game within the game. And we looked at the time and said, that's just enough time. The analyst said, yeah, that's about the right amount of time right there. That's just right on the cusp of how much time they're going to need. And guess what? You got done greasy. We went through it last week. I know what it feels like. Y'all got done greasy. And that's a sweep. Brady possibly last season with the Bucs, y'all got swept. NFC South fan, y'all. You see how I feel to not have a quarterback? And y'all got 3. Y'all got 3 quarterbacks. Taysom Hill with actual game starts, regular season game starts. Y'all got Andy Dalton with obviously game starts, and y'all got James Winston. Y'all got 3 quarterbacks with a name. I'm not saying they great, but you got 3 quarterbacks with a name in this league. That's saying a lot. Ask anybody who our backup quarterback is. They ain't gonna be able to tell you. They be like, shit, I don't know who backing up Tom Brady. Ask anybody who the quarterbacks in the Saints or for the Saints. They're gonna be able to name all 3. And y'all are doing nothing. You can't draw up a play here and there for James Winston. You can't draw up a play here and there for Taysom Hill that works. So they asked the question, on my Instagram, and they asked the question in here, what you think about Jameis Winston coming back to the Bucs? I don't think about it. Because for you to make a move like that, and he come in here and start stinking up the gym, that coach is fired. If you a head coach and you advocate to get Jameis Winston in this building, and he comes in this building and he start throwing all them damn picks, you're fired. So for the head coach, if it's Todd Bowles, or if they bring in another one, you need to make sure that your quarterback choice is on point. I don't think we should bring in Jameis Winston. Now, somebody asked about Kyle Trask. I said I'll talk about him. He ain't it. You know why he ain't it? Because he ain't making no noise. I get it. We got Tom Brady. I get it. But he ain't making no noise. In the regular season, that's hard because you really don't get no snaps. But you got to start making some noise. You've been here for years. You've been here for years. And we realized court teams, you know, when Aaron Rodgers was behind Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers was making noise. Of course he wasn't going to start over no Brett Favre. That's why he sat behind him for 4 years. But for 4 years, those of us that watch football a lot, for 4 years, we was like, yeah, but they got that guy Aaron Rodgers, man. I know Brett Favre, I got it, Hall of Fame, all that. F Brett Favre right now, because Brett Favre on some funnies anyway. So y'all I'm about to go off topic. We knew Aaron Rodgers was going to be something. We didn't know what, but we knew he was going to be something. Kyle Trask is very accurate, people. Kyle Trask is extremely accurate with the football. Go watch it. He does put that football on his man. He got to learn, though, to put it in spots where only his man can catch it and manipulate the defense with his body movements, his throwing, his eyes, his head, and his ball placement. That he doesn't know how to do. Or he hasn't shown that he know how to do that. And in this game today, these defenders are too smart. See, back in the day, I don't know how smart they were, but back in the day, defenders were meatheads, crash dummies, just all strength and brute force. That's when you got your Ed Reeds, your Ray Lewises of the world, your Troy Polamalu's of the world. That's when you got the Legion of Boom kind of guys. That's when you got these kind of guys. Now you got smart, intelligent playing defenders. So you can't just beat them with a talented arm. You got to manipulate them. You got to move them around. You got to trick them. You got to get them off their spot. You gotta chip block them. You gotta shade them. It's a lot you gotta do with these defenders these days. You can't just throw a pretty ball. Pause. Who do I think? Some people said Jimmy G. I like Jimmy G. Jimmy G don't do nothing but win. But I don't think Jimmy G can make it through a whole season. So what I don't want to do is bring in a Jimmy G. He get hurt, and then we ain't got nobody to fall back on. And so now we going 3, 4 games, 5 games, half a season, or the rest of the season with some asinine quarterback who just start losing back to back to back to back to back. I want to get a young guy with a veteran backup. Blaine Trashard, your career is over, sir. Bye-bye. You ain't did nothing bad, but you're not special. You're a great backup, but you're not special. I need a younger backup. I don't know what the Seahawks are doing with Geno Smith, but Geno has been balling his ass off. He's not looking to be a backup. But I like him. I like him. I saw that Baker Mayfield got signed by the Rams. I actually like that. Because he got an offensive coach who got nothing but dialing up magic. And Baker Mayfield like the scrap. I like it. What I feel like we should have did was went ahead and grabbed them off waiver wire. Number one, let me see that Carolina playbook you got on your on your laptop. Let me see that. We have to play them one more time. Let me see that. Intel, people. Bring them in for that intel. Because ain't nothing stopping us but our division. Ain't nobody stopping us but our division. Because all you got to do is win your division to get to the playoffs. And I think signing Baker Mayfield for, a year, the rest of the year, would have been good enough. Hey, pay him, and we only had to pay him $1.5 million. How much is that intel worth to you? It's worth $1.5 million to me. It's a drop in the bucket for y'all. Bring him in here. Put Kyle Traskins or Blaine Trasker to somebody on the practice squad. Somebody grab him, so what? And say, Baker Mayfield, you are now backing up Tom Brady. Now sit down in that room over there and draw up every Carolina play you remember. This shit is chess, it's not checkers, people. Y'all ain't know y'all was getting all this tonight. I told you sometimes you just gotta wait. Now, when we get to the offseason, we're going to start talking about some of the free agents. We're going to start talking about some of the college players. I told y'all I had two kids I love. We're going to be able to get them in the third round. We'll get back to it, though. We ain't going to get to it tonight. Third round. Shout out to Deion Sanders. Like I said, what's your son over there doing? What are you going to do? Huh, Prime? You going to make him a starting quarterback over there in Colorado? What are you going to do in 2 years? We'll see. He might be looking at an NFC South team to join anyway. We'll see. We'll talk about it. Last but not least, last thing I'll talk about, and then we're going to get to the comments. It's almost an hour. Darden got released. And I agree with it. You have given us nothing all season in the return game. Nothing. You ain't even peaked a breakout. I can't remember a time where you even threatened that you was going to get loose. That has been an Achilles heel for the Buccaneers for a long time since Spurlock. Why can't we find somebody with some wiggle that can give us something on special teams? But then I don't understand this. You cut Tyler Johnson because Tyler Johnson did not play special teams. He goes to Houston. First team. Man, I got to stop drinking this. First team eliminated from the playoffs. And that in itself is sad. But you bring him back here and you put him back on our practice squad, and then you get rid of somebody that does play special teams. We already had Tyler Johnson here. I don't get it. You got rid of Tyler Johnson for Darden. Now you got rid of Darden, and now we got Tyler Johnson back. That's an indictment on the head coach and the GM. Where's Geiger? Put Scotty Miller back there. Put somebody back there with some speed and some wiggle. I better see Geiger. Grayson plays for, I think, he's on the practice squad for the Cleveland Browns, I believe. Go ahead and sign him to the 53. I think Thompson's still on our Geiger and Thompson. I think they still on our practice squad. I'm not sure. I gotta check. But it's time to give us some wiggle in this return game. I feel like we can run the table for the rest of this season, which will put us in the playoffs. And by that time, whoever is going to be our returner will have had a bunch of games under his belt. So this was the right time to do this move if you was going to do it. Because you realize he's not giving us nothing, and we're going to need a big push right here this last part of this season. We ain't got but a few more weeks. Give our returner something, some time to get acclimated, to get in this thing. That's what I want to see what we're going to do. Who's going to return these kicks? Somebody should ask him, and they probably already asked him at a press conference. But if they didn't, I hope they ask him soon, Wednesday. I hope they ask him, hey, when they get an injury report, hey, you got rid of Darden, so who's going to be returning the kicks? Is it going to be this person, that person? I would like to see what Scotty Miller could do. Now, we already tried this before. It didn't work out. But, hey, Scotty Miller crashed them. Geiger, these guys, I want to see what they could do. Why is Carlton Davis playing special teams anyway? Don't he get hurt enough? Anyway. So that's where we at, people. That was the game. We took some people to home court today. They had to go. The number one offender was Highway 76. We took Carlton Davis to home court today for doing some tiptoe tackling, some cha-cha sliding to the tackle. We had to talk to some folks. We gave out some flowers today. We gave out some flowers to Rashard White. We gave some flowers out to Cade Otten and Cole Keith. Byron Leftwich, we're done with you. Make sure you use Cole Keith and Cade Otten a little more often. You know you can run a 2 tight end set, but you don't want to talk about it. Let me go check the comments. I'm going to go all the way to the bottom. Not that I don't care about what y'all been saying, but I don't want to go too far back in the conversation. Can we bank? King, what up, King? What up, P. Nash? Blue Magic, I see you. Jit the Third, I see you. Hooligans. Can we bank on Light to draft the right young stud QB in the draft? No. We can't bank on that. Here's why I'll be confident in it. I'll be confident in it if we have a head coach change. If we have a head coach change, I can see it. And I hope that head coach, if we change, is Sean Payton. Sean Payton. Sean Payton is getting back into football next year, people. If you didn't know, now you know. Sean Payton is getting back into football. Now, where will he go? He might as well come in NFC South because he know these teams like the back of his hand. He just ran out of patience for New Orleans. He got tired. He wanted something different. He wanted to change. Now come back to Tampa Bay, your arch nemesis, and say, this is why I was whooping y'all ass. And y'all got too much talent to be over here scoring 16 points and barely winning. I don't even like y'all, and it's making me mad. So let me show you what I'm about to do with these weapons. Oh, and by the way, this is the quarterback I want. Sure. And don't give me that. We signed Todd Bowles for X amount of years, and we got to pay all this dead money. I don't care. That money don't count against the salary cap. I don't care. Pay him for 4 more years. We done paying Shiano, because we had to pay him when we let him go. We done paying Dirk Cutter. We done paying all these guys. We done paying Byron BA. We done paying them. So guess what? We're gonna have to throw some dead money and get Todd Bowles paid. But if Sean Payton is available, you sign him for 10 years. You put a dime on him. That's what I like, people. I like to see Sean Payton come and do something with these weapons. And in that instance, I feel like we might get the right quarterback. He know what a championship quarterback look like. This has to be Byron last year, though. Need an OC that commits to the run. Yeah. Sean Payton. Sean Payton commits to the run and commits to the pass. It just depends on who he playing. Sean Payton commits to whatever he need to commit to beat your damn team. Gage ain't working out. Yeah. He definitely ain't doing what I thought he was going to do. Who said that? P. Nash. Yeah, P. Nash, he definitely ain't doing what I thought he was going to do. He definitely ain't doing what I thought he was going to do. When they said he was coming here, I was like, oh, it's over with. I said, Chris the God next to Gage, next to Mike Evans. I said, it's over with. With Scotty, I said, it's over with. We're going to be all slashing y'all down. And in the offseason, they was like, man, his route running is crazy. Like, is he still hurt? Because he ain't doing nothing. He ain't doing nothing. I thought Julio was going down that road, but Julio coming up clutch. But this Russell Gage thing ain't working out. He is no different than a Scotty Miller or Bashard Perryman or some of these other guys. Try Russell Gage at punt return. Try Russell Gage at returner. He might be able to turn up a little bit. That might be who we use if he ain't hurt. I don't remember if he hurt. Try Russell Gage back there. I think he might be able to do something, to be honest with you. But getting open and catching passes, that ain't his thing. King said, don't sign Mickens back. Oh, no. We ain't doing that. Should have took Zion on homie court. He was off of Yale. Tryon, yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. He ain't turning the page, man. He's not turning the page. Why? He was starting to turn the page, and then our defensive coordinator decided to become our head coach and stop paying as much attention to the defense like he used to, because he's too concerned about the whole team and worrying about what we say in the press conferences and what Tampa 2 talking about on his YouTube page. No, I need you to sit in the defensive room, the defense room, and I just need you to work, and I need you to draw out them defenses. And that's all I need you to do. I don't need you to worry about timeouts and worrying about what quarter, what situations we might have. All I need you to worry about is the defense. And I know you're going to feel like you should be a head coach, and it's hard to be a defensive coordinator after you've been a head coach for the same team. I've never seen it happen. But I would love for you to stay on with Sean Payton as a head coach and Todd Bowles as the defensive coordinator, and we find a nice, creative offensive coordinator, boy, that coaching staff will be tremendous. Because Sean Payton gonna have his pick of the litter. He gonna be able to go wherever he want to go if he come back. He gonna be able to go wherever he want to go, whoever and whatever. One thing I think he's gonna need though is a quarterback, and that's what scares me. Unless he see one in the draft he like that, he know we can get to. That's what scares me. And because we're going to the playoffs, we're gonna pick way, way, way late. So you're gonna have to find a diamond in the rough, sir. The Jaguars look like they're gonna be picking near the top. They ain't going for a quarterback. Who else gonna be picking near the top? The Patriots might be picking somewhere near the top. I don't think they're gonna go for a quarterback either. So I don't know. Houston Texans gonna have the number 1 draft pick. They definitely going after a quarterback. So all of the teams that's pretty bad actually have a quarterback. So the quarterback's gonna be pushed down a little bit. But I think with that coaching staff, man, we could do it. But anyway, back to Zion. Yeah, Zion, I'll be going off topic. Zion, I'm sorry, Tryon, Shore Yankovic, whatever his damn name is. You might not be it. You want to try him at linebacker? Y'all want to stand him up? Get his hand out the dirt? Put him in a little bit of coverage? Do like we used to do with JPP a little more? Don't forget Shaq Barrett not on. Don't forget that. That defensive line look a little different. Shaq Barrett not on. Where we at? Tyler Belcher said Sean Payton was on the Let's Go podcast with Brady today. Uh-oh. Sean Payton says he wants the Chargers job or the Cardinals job. We'll see. We'll see what they do. I like the Chargers. I like the Chargers. And I can see him playing for the, which would be kind of crazy because Drew Brees came from the Chargers and went to the Saints. So it'd be kind of crazy for Sean Payton to coach Drew Brees as a Saint and then go coach the Chargers. That'd be crazy. And they got a good team and they got a great quarterback. I like that. Arizona, I don't see why he would want to do that. I don't see why. Because Kyler Murray, I don't see why he want to do that. It's a lot better other situations than that, than Arizona. Arizona is not good. Come to the Bucs. We need right guards and left guards. Yeah, we do. We need guards. We definitely need guards. But we didn't foresee all the injuries and things that we had coming, that happened to us. We thought we was going to be solid. We know we was missing a couple, two starters, but I felt like we was going to be solid. Now, we're going to get our center back, Ryan Jensen, next year. So that's going to shore that up. And there's going to be some line shuffling. I like Josh Wells. He coming on. He ain't there, but he coming on. So that's going to be a solid little thing. And then Tristan Wirfs, he going to be all right. He going to be back. They probably going to keep Highway 76. This is what the Bucs do. So I feel like we're going to be all right. We draft one, especially where we picking that. You can draft a good one, a good young one, or you can bring in a good free agent at left guard. And once we got that line back put together, I think we're going to be all right when it comes to our offensive line. I think we're going to be all right. I think we're going to be fine. We need a dual threat quarterback, not just a pocket passer. Yeah, P. Nash, I talked about this last video. Every team that's winning got a dual threat quarterback. So I see where that line of thinking is coming from. Every top team got a dual threat. The number 1 team in the NFL is the Eagles right now, Jalen Hurts. So There you go. That's proof in the pudding. Look at Kansas City Chief. What's his name? You know his name. You know what I'm talking about. Patrick Mahomes. Look at him, dual threat. Hell, Geno, dual threat. Tagovailoa, dual threat. Hell, Daniel Jones is dual threat. Dak Prescott, dual threat. Kirk Cousins really ain't a dual threat, but still, yeah, having that. I like Taylor Heineke. Washington Commanders, y'all gonna mess around? Y'all gonna mess around and mess that Taylor Heineke up. If he go to the right team with the right coaching staff, Taylor Heineke could really mess somebody teams up, somebody defenses. I'm just letting you know. You better understand that. He needs some better coaching. But I'm telling you, Taylor Heineke. Anyway. Bowles' post-game speech to the team was so uninspiring. All his speeches, man, his whole being is uninspiring. Him standing on the side, that's why I said earlier, give him the down marker. All we need is him I need you to be cussing out these refs. Give him the down marker and let him hold the chains. After a win like that, after we played so bad and we got a win like that, yeah, well, you know, it ain't look like we wanted to look, but hey, a win is a win. Man, shut up. Talk that, man. Come on, man. Get in there, say some curse words. You don't even curse. This football, you got to curse. You got to get the boys hype. And ever since they got on BA for being on that sideline, I ain't seen BA at all. Where's Bruce Arians? In a time like this and everything that we going through, where the hell is Bruce Arians? We're losing. Why did they keep you in there? You're supposed to be some kind of senior advisor or whatever the hell you are. Then what are you advising? Because the offense ain't looking good. Where's Bruce Arians? Would you get down there and talk to these folks? Bruce Arians, can you go in some of these meetings? Can you look over that playbook? Can you stand over Byron Leftwich and say, hey, Byron, you really messing up what I tried to build. You trash. I don't know what you're doing. Let me see your playbook. Nah. See, you ain't the coach. Hold up. I'm not the coach. Hold up. Because I can get both of y'all kicked out of here. You and your head coach. What are you talking about? I'm BA. Where you at, BA? Somebody ask him that. Somebody find him. Jenna Lane. Go find Bruce Arians and ask him why he is not involved in the damn play calling on offense. We're obviously struggling. You bought Todd Bowles here with you, and you bought Byron Leftwich here with you. So this is your fault. Then with your coaching tree, you need to be calling them at night, and you need to be going through that playbook because you know Todd Bowles can't do it. I'm not saying fire Todd Bowles and bring BA back. I'm not saying that. BA need to enjoy his life. But they left you on the team in a consulting position for a reason. I don't know what you're doing, but somebody find BA and tell him to get his ass down to the offensive room and look at these plays. Please, somebody do that. I might tweet him and say, can you get down into this offensive room and go over these plays with Byron Leftwich, please? Can you bring your red pen with you, please? I know Tom Brady don't like you. I know. Do it when Tom Brady ain't there. Go early in the morning. You know, Tom Brady get there like 4, so go in there like 2 a.m. Say, meet me up here at 2 a.m. in a secret text. and go in there and look over the plays and red mark them out. And then when Brady come in, show Brady the new playbook. Make him think it was all Byron Leftwich. Watch you see a big improvement in our play calling. Watch you see a big improvement on what we doing in these games. All BA got to do is get a little bit back involved. That little sideline thing, they kicked you upstairs and you just ain't shown your face since. Nobody ain't talking about it, but Tampa 2 going to address it. We got to hope somebody have a bad combine or questionable medical for a QB to slide like Hendon Hooker or something. I like Hendon Hooker, but I got a different one. Look out west. Look out west. That's what I'm saying. We can't get this team to a rookie QB. We can. Now, 5 years ago, 7 years ago, I would agree with you. But these rookies that's coming out today, they ready. They ready. I know why you're saying that, though. Defense is getting a little older. Offense is getting a little older. Mike Evans is, been here 8, 9 years. He's starting to go, Chris Godwin. I got you. You're scared. Because anytime you get a rookie quarterback, you automatically think, okay, well, we got a rookie quarterback, so this year we ain't doing nothing. I know that's then you got to worry about the sophomore slump. So you look at about the third year for him to turn up. And you feel like if you turn this team over to a rookie QB, that 3 years from now, this team ain't going to look nothing like it looked today. And you're right. And what you're saying is we need to catch lightning in the pan. We got a great team built right this second. So we need to bring in a veteran QB and a veteran coach or whatever to get this, to keep the ball rolling. But if Jason Light is worth his weight as a GM, this caliber of team will be maintained. It's going to be some new faces. It's going to be some new people. But this caliber of team can be maintained if you a good GM. You never know who might come. It might be it's a bunch of wide receivers out there on their final contract. I mean, their final year of their contract. Great wide receivers that can come in here. Chris Godwin has already taken over the number 1 wide receiver role. He's already taken it over. He's unstoppable. Okay, so Mike Evans get a little slower. We want to use Mike Evans for some kind of bait. Then okay. Now it's going to piss a whole lot of fans off. Me too. Because I don't ever want to get rid of him. I want Mike Evans to be with us for his entire career. But the truth of the matter is, the last 2 to 3 years, Chris Godwin been outplaying him. Y'all want to talk about it or you don't? Because we got a whole lot of jibber jab on our team. I call it jibber jab. Your Scotty Millers, your Russell Gages, your Brashard Perrimans, and all these guys. Get rid of these guys, man. Who are these guys? Blow it up. Blow it up. Because when these guys time to shine, these guys don't shine like that. We've been holding our hope for Scotty Miller for 3 years. And he show up every now and then, but he ain't clutch. You're not going to run a whole game with Scotty Miller. Can you imagine an entire game with Scotty Miller starting? Can you imagine that? That's trash. And it shouldn't be. Can you imagine a whole game with Brashard Perriman starting? Even if he's wide receiver 3. Can you imagine him just starting the whole game? How successful you think we'll be? But we got some gunners, though. I mean, we got some young guns, though. I like Thompson. Was it Thompson or Tompkins? I like them. Geigers. All right. We just need one of them 2 to crack. And you pair him with your Godwin and your Mike Evans. I'm not saying get rid of Mike Evans. People don't go crazy. I'm just saying. I ain't saying nothing, but I'm just saying. I understand the trepidation about giving this team to a rookie quarterback, but at some point you're gonna have to. Because I don't think there's a quarterback young enough that can run with the Bucs for the next 5 to 7 years. I don't think there's one. That's a veteran that's proven. If we would have caught that Geno Smith wave, and I gotta see it again, Geno, this is the first year. I gotta see you do it again next year. If we would have caught that Geno resurgence, that would have been one. I even like Jacoby Brissett. Barely. But I like him. Barely. I like him. And I think the Giants going to get rid of Daniel Jones. I think so. And I think the Washington Commanders going to let Taylor Heineke be used and give him away. I think so. So it's going to be a market. It will be a market. The Bucs ain't going to make no big splash, but it'll be a market. Peyton likes Herbert. Yeah, I get it. Dominican Sue came off the couch a couple weeks ago to play for the Eagles, ring chasing. Yeah, he did. But I just don't think. I just can't trust the Eagles, man. Shout out to them, but I don't know, man. I feel like that's a first round bounce. A second round bounce out because they're gonna catch that bye. Everything is shaping up for us to go against Dallas, and they got to come to us. Everything is shaping up that way, and Dallas is playing some good football. But I feel like we can get them. But that next round, shit. Boy, we play like we played today, that next round. Well, you got to crack 30. You got to crack 30, 35 to win that game. And we can't crack 20. No, they're going to re-sign Taylor Heineke if they make the playoffs this year. He's going to get the bag. Somebody going to give him the bag. I just don't think the Commanders will. You know, they're going through all kind of lawsuits and all kind of drama, and they about to sell the team, and they're going through a lot. Taylor Heineke, why don't you come down here and get you something? I don't know if Bucs fans know about Taylor Heineke or care, or they think I'm tripping. I've been drinking a little bit. I ain't tripping, though. I'm telling you what I know. I'm Tampa, too. I know these things. Let me skip down. Okay, here we go. What's your thoughts on Bucs versus San Francisco matchup? Shout out to Tyler. I think it's a dub for us. Now, I'm going to tell you this. It's going to be a low-scoring game. I feel like if we go up early, and because they're going to be starting that third-string quarterback, if we go up early, he's going to push the ball down the field, try to. And I think we're going to have our opportunities there. But their defense is hilarious. I think their defense is number one. They do not play. That defense is retarded. It's sick. Their defense is sick. And we can't protect Brady for nothing. And this ain't going to be no easy test. But I feel like we can get the win due to the mistakes of the rookie. I feel like this game right here is where the defense is going to get a score. I feel like the defense is going to get a pick six to the house. That's what I think. So I think they're going to be doing good. The team's going to be okay, but I feel like the rookie just going to be making a lot of mistakes. And those mistakes are going to cost him the game. Now, and I'm glad we got him his first full game. Now, the team that plays them after us, they're going to have some problems. But I think he's going to have to figure it out. He played a little bit, but I think that he's going to have to figure it out in our game, and I think we're going to be able to take advantage of that. If it was Jimmy G, blowout. Perriman was filled in as a number one in 2019. Oh, yeah, I know that. And he was good. I know that. Yeah, you're right. He did fill in. I remember that. That's that game when everybody was gone. Chris Godwin was gone. Mike Evans was gone. We was down there scraping the bottom of the barrel to find a wide receiver. And he did pretty good. But if you recall, after that, his play just dwindled off again. And then he got hurt. But since he's been back, he ain't been doing that. Then he got hurt again. It's time to let him go too. Carr looks miserable with the Raiders. I like Carr, but they're on a little winning streak. They're on a little 3-game winning streak. But with everything they had, man, they shouldn't even be struggling like that. With everything they had coming into this season, they shouldn't even be struggling like that. But they went through a lot with Gruden and all that stuff Gruden was doing, his wild ass was doing, saying. It's going through some things. So we'll see. But I like Derek Carr. I wouldn't mind a Derek Carr. King said this Dallas team ain't the same. You right. They balling out. You right. They ain't the same team, but I feel like we can get them. You know, some teams, no matter who you are, they just got your number. And at least for the last 2 years, we've been able to get with Dallas, which is crazy. But I think we can get with Dallas. What up, Kane? I see you. Number 1 defense, San Francisco. I know that. I hope you're not talking about the USC quarterback. Hey, look. We'll talk about things, man. We'll talk about things. Out west, though, you're in the right area. You're on the right side. They let Darden go making the spot for Baker. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think they did that. I don't think they're going to do that. I mean, I don't think they did that. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't think they did that. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and close off this live. Shout out to the hooligans. Shout out to everybody for coming out. Thank you. Thank you for making the likes the same much as the people that's in here. I know it was kind of a little late and not much notice. Hope you got everything you came for, man. Hooligans, Tampa 2. Peace.